see you got like these guys, bro.
Androgenic shoulders, bro.
Yeah.
There's only one way to get those, bro.
Bro, that's the first thing that grows, right? When you hop on.
It's your androgen receptor, so like your delts, like your quad.
Bro, with you some androgenic delts, it would be ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
Easy.
I actually don't want you to hop on at all.
Yeah.
I don't want you to hop on.
You just save it all for yourself.
That's what I literally just said. That I said I'm running away if he hops on. Is this structure's golden?
You might have to do it, bro.
What's up, guys? So today we're gonna be talking about Alex Eubank's natural or not status, and recently he's done a lot of talking about possibly hopping on the gear. So I'm gonna be giving my thoughts, my perspective on it. Do I think he's gonna hop on, and why? I think there's reasons why he would hop on and reasons why he wouldn't. So I'm gonna be talking about both of those, and then at the end I'm kind of gonna give my overall conclusion on do I think he will or not. So yeah, first we're gonna start off with why I think he would hop on. First off, he's an influencer, and I saw this video the other day, and it was talking about how all influencers, no matter if they claim natty or not, are on gear because this is their moneymaker, and it's just an easy way out to get bigger, to get more likes, get more views on their content. So hopping on gear is just an easy way out. And not necessarily to say that Alex is lazy or anything, but for all influencers, it's kind of just that tempting thing of, you know, if I take this, it could possibly accelerate my content that much further, you know? So I think that this would be a little less likely to happen for Alex. I feel like he's a little more disciplined and a little more motivated about staying natural. And everything about what I'm saying is regardless of any claims of whether he's actually natty or not. For this video, in particular, we're just gonna go with the fact that he is natty. So yeah, like I said, I feel like he has too much discipline and too much motivation to stay natty and become the best version, have the best physique for himself to be natty, and he already has amazing genetics. And I don't think he necessarily wants to take it. I think he's just getting super influenced, you know, especially by the Trend twins, who are absolutely hilarious, but you know, they're all about the gear. So I think that they've done a little bit of influence on him hopping on, and I feel like based on that and based on just like the fact that Alex is probably close to his genetic potential, and he probably knows that, he probably wants to hop on soon. So yeah, just going off of that, it's super easy to get influenced to take tests, especially in the fitness industry where everybody's trying to get bigger, and it's really just, you know, bodybuilding and just lifting in general is something that will never satisfy you. And you know, you always want to get bigger, you always want to get leaner, so you know, you always want to get stronger. And once you reach a certain point, you can't really notice that, you know, nearly as close as you did when you began lifting. When you begin lifting, you have all the newbie gains, you're PRing every time you go to the gym, and you know, once you've lifted for 6 years or however long Alex has lifted, you know, you basically just start plateauing. So taking gear really is the easy way out, and with the amount of talking he's done about it, I wouldn't necessarily be surprised if he did hop on gear. How much? He suggested that if he did hop on gear, it would only be a little bit, and personally I think that's all he needs. I don't think he needs to start blasting gear for any reason, because his structure is already really good, and you know, just with that gear would just give him that little extra jump that I think he wants, because I think he's relatively satisfied with the physique that he has, but he just wants a little extra jump is what he's suggested in some of his videos before. But he's talked about that so much, I wouldn't be surprised if he did end up hopping on gear at some point. Why I think he wouldn't take gear though, I think he's built his brand too much around being natty already, that if he did hop on gear, it would kind of just be a curveball thrown at anybody. Now personally, if he were to hop on gear, I don't know if my perspective on him would change, like how I feel about him and all that. But I would guarantee that a lot of people would be like, why did you do this? You know, people would just be confused, especially people who we're so attached to the fact that he is natural. I don't know if that makes much sense, but I guarantee that there's a lot of people who go out defending him for being natty, who, you know, see him as like an influence about what you can achieve natural. And I mean, he has achieved great things natural, but I just feel like if he threw that curveball, if all of a sudden he's hopping on gear, it would not sit well for a lot of his fans. So I think that's one thing holding him back. Another thing with that is he mentioned in a Q&A, when I think he was asked this question before, would you hop on gear? He was talking about how he's super scared to take like medications and stuff like that, which kind of makes sense, kind of not, because I guarantee he's taking a lot of supplements, which are basically medicines, but for performance. So, and test is no different. It's technically a medicine, but for an enhancement in performance. So I think that, you know, while he might be afraid and scared to take medicine and stuff that are for his overall health, like he was prescribed, I think it was vitamin C or vitamin D, but it was in shot form, so like needle form, which is the way that a lot of people get their test. So that was kind of his reason on why, like one of his reasons on why he wouldn't hop on gear. What would hold him back is the fact that he's just scared of taking meds because it makes him really anxious about what it might do to his body, which is valid because, you know, there's tons of people that feel the same way. But overall, do I think that will stop him because it's an enhancement? No. And he probably knows enough people who are on it to know where the right places to get it are, you know, how to do it the safest way, who's got the most legit stuff, right? So I feel like while this is definitely a reason why he wouldn't hop on, it wouldn't be an all-encompassing thing for him not to hop on. I feel like it's just kind of a minor reason. I think the bigger reason overall would be the fact that he's built his whole brand naturally, and with the physique he's already achieved naturally, I don't think he would necessarily want to hop on gear. At the moment though, I think given some time, with the rate that he's talking about it now, overall, just taking all this information in, overall, with the rate he's talking about it now, and with the fact that he's going to plateau for sure, if he hasn't already, he would take gear at some point. So right now, probably not necessarily. In, say, 2 or 3 years, when he's really noticed his plateau, when he's gotten around 10 years of natural lifting experience under his belt, I think that there's a strong possibility that he might take gear. As of now, though, I don't think so. I think he does a lot of this kind of, you know, am I going to hop on gear kind of stuff just to, you know, throw out some teasers, troll his fans a little bit. But just with the rate he's been talking about it, especially after meeting with the Trend Twins, I think that the chance of it happening is stronger and more likely to happen than not. But I don't think it's going to happen right now. I think give him a couple years when he really starts to plateau and when he really wants to start making more progress, and then that's when he's going to hop on gear. Because I feel like right now he's been trolling for a while, but you know, once he hits that natural plateau, and once that all that like thoughts of him talking about will I ever take gear, you know, once that all comes into his head, then I think that's really going to tempt him to take gear, and there's a strong possibility that I might. However, like I said before, there's no way that he would take a high dosage because he doesn't really need to, and there's no way that he would do it in an unsafe way because dude's just scared to take meds. So yeah, those are my thoughts on Alex Eubank and if he will stay natty. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Follow me on Instagram at NickYoungin_, and I hope you all have a great, blessed day.